Alright guys, so I'm bringing you the video I told you I was going to bring to you about the battery isolator. So I'm going to put in some pictures here of the battery isolator kit that I got off Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description for it. I've been testing this thing now for about 6 months or better, and working perfectly. Here's the battery isolator kit that I was telling you I was going to bring to you. Bought off of Amazon for $69. So I had mentioned in the past, I've been testing this battery isolator for about 6 months now. So it's already installed. There's not a lot to it, so let's get into it. I'll point everything out. We're going to start off with the hot or start battery. First things first, you've got to remove this bar because it's just in the way. Three simple bolts, take them out, remove it, it's out of the way. You need to get to your start battery, and it's got all those covers on it, so it makes it real handy just to get that bar out of the way. Besides, you're going to be working there as well with a hot battery and metal, which doesn't make a good combination. You got 3 bolts to take out, one here. There's a bar here for some kind of brace. So there's one in here and then one here. That's what holds this bar on right here. Get that out of your way so you can get this battery cap here off and mount your wire. So on a 2014 Chevrolet, they've got this interesting wiring setup for, I am assuming, accessories. So you would just use one of these posts to attach your lead wire to going to your battery isolator. So if you look right here, this is where I had attached my positive wire from the battery isolator, which I mounted right here on top of the air breather. And if you notice right here, there seems to be 5 additional posts, 3 of them which have nothing hooked to it. So that's where I decided to hook up. Now, if you look right here, they're marked with different amperage. So I chose to use the one that you see the red terminal hooked to. All right, so now that we've got the start battery exposed, all we're going to do is just wire it, which I've already done. I'm just going to show you what I did, okay? So here's the isolator, where to mount it. You can go in here on the firewall. You can go, I chose to go right here, okay? Because there's a LED indicator light that tells you whether or not it's activated or not. So this is the breather. I went ahead and just mounted it to it using these screws. Here's your positive terminal going to the spare battery, and here's your wire going to your battery, your start battery. So it simply connects on the bottom side of this. So you flip this over, there's a nut, take it off, put this on it, the connection's already there. And I ran it through here and kind of looped it, came back up and went to one of these posts on the battery, okay? That's all I had to do. So now this side's connected. I want you to look right here though, this plastic cap is full all the way around, so I had to take a Dremel tool and notch it out, which is normal. That's what you have to do with these anyway to get the wire like you want it. So I ran a wire this way and a wire that way, so I notched it out, took the bolt off on the bottom side, connected it, and now I've run this wire, which comes with the kit, and I put it in loom, but you can see the wire right there all the way across here, and then came around to the spare battery. Okay, one more thing I want to add. So these wires you're looking at, I bought in addition to the battery isolator kit. They're only 20 inches long and they were $11. And it's just the perfect length for the short hot wire running from the isolator to your start battery. The negative wire I used on the spare battery to ground it to the truck. So I used it. The reason why I did this is because they come with terminals already mounted on them. When you cut your red wire that comes packaged with the isolator, they give you the terminals, but you have to mount them yourself. And I'd rather something come from the manufacturer rather than me trying to solder wires. So all 2014 Chevys, I don't know about before or after, have a compartment for a spare battery, period. It's a big hole right here that holds a battery. So anyhow, I took my battery isolator, ran it around, and came here. It comes with these terminals, so I put them on and I mounted the wire to the battery. So what does a battery isolator do? What it does is it simply allows your alternator to charge this battery to full before it opens current to send to the other battery. So all the accessories you have in your vehicle, you can run them off the spare battery instead of your start battery. This will keep both batteries charged. However, if this battery decides to drain, it's going to allow this to charge first. Once this battery is charged to 12-14 volts, it'll let this one charge. So I run all my LED lights off of the spare battery, all my accessories, CB radio, anything I need to run accessory power to runs off of this battery. As long as that battery over there is charged, the isolator will allow this to stay charged. So with everything working properly, everything stays charged 100%. So with all that being said, that's how you install a battery isolator. It looks technical, complicated, but it's really not. So if I've missed anything, by all means, hit me up in the comments. Like I said, I put this thing in about 6-8 months ago, and I've been trying it just to make sure everything works right. So if you like this video, please subscribe. And I'm trying to do more content video for instructional things because I like to tinker and I do a lot of installs on things. So I will definitely bring you more in the future. So please again subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.